You know, in the huge and colorful world of Hindu deities, there are few goddesses who take you on a journey quite like Parvati. We usually picture her as the perfect wife and mother, right? A very relatable, down-to-earth figure. But what if I told you that same goddess transforms into Tripura Sundari, the absolute ruler of the entire cosmos? Let's follow that amazing path together. So this is the big question, isn't it? It's the puzzle we're going to try to solve. How can one divine being be a gentle, nurturing mother and at the very same time the supreme, all-powerful queen of, well, everything? It's a heck of a transformation, and figuring it out, I think, tells us something really deep about the nature of reality itself. All right, so our journey starts with the version of the goddess that many of us know and love, Parvati, the ideal householder. As the daughter of the Mountain King, she really stands for the values of family, devotion, and being deeply connected to the world. She's divinity in a form we can all understand. Right from the start, Parvati's whole existence had a cosmic purpose. You see, she's the reincarnation of Sati, who is Shiva's first wife. After Sati's tragic death, Shiva just completely checked out from the universe, going into this deep, world-rejecting meditation. So Parvati was literally born with a mission, to pull him back into the world and to balance out his intense asceticism with her own vibrant, life-affirming energy. But winning Shiva's heart? Oh, that was an epic quest, to say the least. First, as you see here, she makes up her mind to marry him. But things get complicated fast. Shiva, annoyed by Kama, the god of desire, just incinerates him with his third eye. But Parvati, she's not deterred, not one bit. She starts her own intense ascetic practices, or tapas, to meet him on his own level. And it's this unbelievable, unwavering devotion that finally gets his attention and leads to their marriage. And this line from a hymn Shiva sings to her just captures their relationship perfectly. They're not just a husband and wife. They are the two basic principles of all reality. He's Purusha, that's the still, pure consciousness. And she is Prakriti, the dynamic, creative energy of the physical world. You can't have one without the other. They're like two sides of the very same cosmic coin. But hold on, the gentle, devoted wife? That's only one side of the story. Parvati is also the source of some raw, untamed, and sometimes truly ferocious power. And this contrast hits to the very heart of her power. On the one hand, you have Gauri, the Golden One, a kind, benevolent goddess of the harvest. And on the other, you have Kali, the Dark One, a terrifying warrior who wears a necklace of severed heads. Now, in the Hindu worldview, this isn't a contradiction at all. It's the full spectrum of divine power. It has to be both creative and destructive, nurturing and fierce to be complete. So, what's the glue that holds these different forms together? Well, the answer is this powerful concept called Shakti. The best way to think about Shakti is like the universe's divine engine. It's the active, creative energy that makes everything go. Parvati is the embodiment of Shakti. Without her, Shiva, who is pure consciousness, would just remain still and inactive forever. She is the power that literally brings the whole cosmos to life. Okay, now that we have a good handle on Shakti, we can zoom out and see Parvati in her most supreme, most philosophical form. This is where we shift from the goddess you read about in myths and stories to the goddess as the actual fabric of reality. See, in some traditions, like Shaktism, where the goddess is the central focus, Parvati is seen as way more than just Shiva's wife. She's a benevolent manifestation of Mahadevi, the great goddess, the source of everything that exists. And it's in this ultimate form that we finally meet her as Tripura Sundari. Just her name alone tells you the cosmic scale we're talking about. Tripura means the three worlds, so the physical, the subtle, and the causal realms. Basically, all of existence. And Sundarari means a beautiful woman. So her name means the most beautiful woman in the three worlds, which represents the deep, built-in harmony and beauty of all creation. And her status here is absolute. She's the highest of the great wisdom goddesses, or Mahavidyas. She's considered the ultimate Shakti. In this viewpoint, she's not just one god among many. Oh no, she is the supreme consciousness that all the other gods, including the big three, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, actually come from. But how do you even begin to represent a consciousness that contains everything? I mean, what does that even look like? To answer that, Ancient mystics developed an incredibly powerful visual tool, a kind of map of ultimate reality. This is the Sri Yantra, and it's so important to understand this. This isn't just a symbol of the goddess, it's considered to be her actual form, just expressed in sacred geometry. It's a mystical map of the entire cosmos, showing the journey from the very outer edges of reality all the way back to the single point of creation. So let's decode this cosmic blueprint, shall we? The whole thing is made of 9 interlocking triangles. You've got 4 pointing up, those represent Shiva, the masculine principle, and 5 pointing down, that's Shakti, the feminine energy. Their perfect interweaving symbolizes the creation of the universe, and it all explodes out from that tiny central dot, the bindu, which is the origin of everything. And here's a detail that's just mind-blowing. In a moment of pure geometric genius, those 9 main triangles interlock to create exactly 43 smaller triangles, and each one represents a specific cosmic principle. It is an absolute masterpiece of sacred geometry. So let's tie this all together. We've gone from a personal story of divine love on a mountaintop all the way to a geometric map of the entire universe. What does this incredible expansion really mean? This whole journey from Parvati to Tripura Sundari really gives us a profound way to think about the divine. It starts with something personal and relatable, Parvati, the goddess of the mountain. Then it expands outward, showing us she's also the universal energy of Shakti, before it culminates in this incredible vision of Tripura Sundari, the ultimate consciousness that is the very foundation of the cosmos itself. You know, there's a quote from this ancient text, the Tripura Rahasya, that just nails it. It says, "She is merely pure consciousness, supporting all, and beyond speech. She is just the soul and consciousness." When you strip away all the names, all the forms, and all the stories, what's left? Just pure consciousness. The basic awareness that is both the source and the substance of everything. And this leaves us with a final, really provocative thought to chew on. The journey of this one goddess presents us with a vision of the cosmos where the ultimate reality isn't cold or empty or impersonal. Instead, it's seen as a beautiful, conscious, and divine feminine power. So, what does it mean to see the universe itself through that lens?